May 2019, Hot Springs, Arkansas. We found a nice little RV park, about 15 miles or so outside of Hot Springs, Arkansas. The park was right next to a lake, and although it might not look like it, it was a little tight to get in and out. Our first stop was an Air Force museum on Little Rock Air Force Base. They had a really nice area where you could walk around, look at some really old planes. The museum made for a really nice day trip. The base also gave us an opportunity to do a little bit of shopping, grocery shopping, and just stock up on some of the things that we've been running a little low on in the old RV. Our next stop was to the city of Hot Springs itself. This is a nice little city. Lots of restaurants, lots of nice shops, although we did have a hard time finding a good coffee shop. But what the city is really known for is the natural thermal springs that it sits on. These natural thermal springs are what makes the city popular and what made the city prosper. These bathhouses were built nearly 100 years ago, and they've been operating ever since. Although they still operate as spas today, they also operate as museums. These spas are absolutely beautiful, and you can tell that they were intended for only the very, very rich. The tour of the spa takes you through most of the areas and shows you the equipment of the day. I'm sure it was considered high-tech at the time. One of the area of the exhibits that really interested me was a look at the bathing suits of the time. They don't look very comfortable. I think I'm glad I live when I do. But one look at the stained glass, the piano, the comfortable wicker chair, and you can tell this place was a place of leisure and a place of opulence. The tour also gave you a glimpse of the basement and some of the equipment that was used at the time to make these spas work. Our next visit to the city, we decided to take a hike up to the Fire Observation Tower. It took us about an hour and a half of hiking uphill to get up to the tower. I mean, we could have driven, there actually is a road, but why? The hike was absolutely wonderful. And after hiking all the way up to the top, we finally made it to the observation tower itself. And even after all that hiking, we were still ready to take the stairs all the way to the top. But the stairs were closed and we had to take the elevator. The hike was worth every minute. From the top, we got a look at the area around Hot Springs, forests in every direction. It was absolutely beautiful. The walk down was way easier and didn't take anywhere near as long. This whole thing made for a really great day. And although we did several other hikes, our next point of interest was the Crater of Diamonds State Park. This area was the location of several diamond mines, and even today, if you look hard enough, you may still be able to find some diamonds. For a small fee, establishments like this will give you a bucket, a shovel, load you up in a truck, and take you out to the field where you can dig and hopefully find some diamonds. Janet gave it a try, but alas, no diamonds. Oh well, it was still fun checking out all the crystals that they had dug up in that area. After a hard day of digging, it was good to just relax down by the lake at our RV park. At times, the lake was so foggy that the boats looked like ghosts traveling through the mist. But this is what it looked like on our last night as we said farewell to Little Rock, Arkansas. And we finally added another state to our map. And so it's again time to move on.